Boy, two titans in Celtics lore. The passing of Tommy Heinsohn recently, and now Casey Jones.
Joe Harris.
Larry goes to the bench. Casey's coach. He says, Larry just says, get me the ball and get out of the way. And Casey says, sit down, Larry. And he says, now listen, guys, get the ball to Larry and get the heck out of the way. That's intelligence and touch by the great Casey Jones.
True champion, 12-time champ, Casey Jones. Meanwhile, Brooklyn with a 5-2 lead. A little over 9 minutes to go. Dinwiddie back on the court after being shaken up a moment ago. Brown with a soft touch. Man, Doris, was he efficient in that game against Milwaukee? 33 in all.
Well, remember, the two preseason games were a real struggle. As Kevin Durant cooking early here.
He had a pre-existing relationship with Kyrie Irving that he was telling us about a little bit earlier. Kyrie might not have called bank, but he knows the rims here. Kyrie picked his brain about basketball, so it gave Nash a nice head start on the job here. Cross court to Marcus Smart. Side pocket three is pure. Jason Tatum up court. Just 22 years old. First time Eastern Conference All-Star a season ago. Smart inside for Jaylen Brown in traffic with a nice finish. And I'm shocked that he's not in the top three, even though he's in that next group. How many of those other three guys can guard like that are above him?
I like my money too much to bet, Mark Jones.
Throwing around nickels like manhole covers, huh? Marcus Smart throws into three from deep. 30 points a game, actually, in 9 Christmas Day contests. And looking to add to that total, and does. Grant Williams with a little ball fake. Jeff Green, good defense on him. Out to Pritchard, a shooter, and he drills his first three. He has usurped Carson Edwards in the rotation. Allen stuffs it home in traffic.
I love this young man's ceiling. You've got two good ones at the center spot in DeAndre Jordan and Jarrett Allen.
Yeah, when you combine their stats at the end of the day, the box score is going to look pretty impressive at the end of the game. Tristan Thompson, 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Here's Karis LeVert. Little ISO against Williams. That's a mismatch.
Wow.
And he converts. KD. Nice little two-man game between those two, and Uncle Jeff Green flush it at home.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Guys.
Steve Nash, first-time head coach, as Jason Tatum slaloms through the lane for the bucket. Atlanta Hawks head coach Lloyd Pierce about some of the nuances of being a first-time head coach as Tatum gets another bucket, as well as the playoffs for the Brooklyn Nets. Ousted by the Raptors. Allen with the block, and Ojale says, get that one. In the ball game for Brooklyn, here's LeVert. Taurean Prince from deep, and he drills it.
Just a rock-steady pro right there. You touched on it earlier.
Tatum working off the elbow against the shorter Shamet. Steps through. Boy, that's beautiful.
Excellent footwork.
Teague with the steal on LeVert. Jeff Teague misses the slam. Williams had his back. Speaking about that with former Sacramento Kings star Doug Christie recently, says it's not unusual as LeVert slams one home. He says he entered Pepperdine as a 19-year-old. So we forget these guys come into the league as young as Tatum did. I mean, he's only 22 right now. As Ojale knocks down another bucket. Tatum had it partially blocked. Pritchard with a nice ball fake and go off glass. And the rookie with his second field goal. Little two-man game with DeAndre Jordan now matched up against Marcus Smart. Pull-up jumper got to his spot and made it look easy.
I'm not sure who can stay in front of Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving missed a bunch of games at the end of last year with a knee injury and a shoulder impingement that he underwent surgery on as Jaylen Brown knocks down the mid-range jump shot.
From that free throw line area.
DeAndre Jordan bringing some smoke. Wow. Off a great feed. That's the play that was whistled prior to the dunk last time. Dunk player, an all-star 3 years ago. Jaylen Brown weaves into the paint and one. Count it.
Boy, big-time adjustment through the chest of Joe Harris. Not a bad start to your season. And Jean Morant, 44.
Yes.
The young stars doing some work.
Every year they play for another one here in Boston. Grant Williams took it all the way to the basket and finished against Joe Harris.
Fake a dribble handoff and go right to the rack.
Irving with the stare down three. Butter. Couldn't come up with it. Here's Dinwiddie. Brooklyn on the move. A deep three. Kyrie in the house. Got the switch on to Jeff Green. 5 on the shot clock. They got to get busy here on offense. Kyrie all over Tatum. Got it off just in time and on time.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Mark Jones, Doris Burke, Ariel Helwani courtside as Jaylen Brown got all the way to the basket.
Perhaps the NBA has a burgeoning president somewhere in.
Love to see it. Brown goes quickly, got Durant in the air, and there it is.
Come on now, he's just feeling the defense.
Tatum with the ball on the edges, under a minute to go here. Tied at 51, sidestep three, Butter. Jason Tatum at times was electric in that first half. Joe Harris, good start for him. He's got 8. Tatum guarded by Durant. Durant winning that time. Shot clock all the way down to 2, and what about that? Marcus Smart go beyond the box score for this Boston team. For the last couple of years, here's Durant out top. Thompson switched on to him. It really doesn't matter sometimes. KD off glass. Durant with 11. Marcus Smart with the free throw line jumper rattles it home.
Today and a couple days ago, he seems to be over the injury, guys.
Yeah, we have chronicled Doris as Durant with the mid-range jumper pure again. Just underway here in the third quarter. Brooklyn down by 1, but not for long. Durant extending for the layup.
There's an understated aspect to him. He can talk with a soft voice, you know what I mean?
Right, right. As Jaylen Brown, his game is speaking loudly right now. Dinwiddie, Durant. Thompson trying to stick him again, and it doesn't matter, folks. It just doesn't matter sometimes. Kevin Durant, because you've got Kyrie and KD there, but he's fine with it.
He's fine with it, and he's also efficient with it, and that's what you're going to have to be if you're him. Nice shot by Jason Tatum. My goodness.
Smart on Irving. They go to Durant again. He's got 9 quick points in the period and an assist to Jordan there. Getting in his bag a little bit. Tatum from deep. And one and done. Back comes Kyrie Irving. Hits another gear and finishes with the left. Here's Durant. Been a one-man show here in the third quarter. Like I said, he's been a one-man show here in the third quarter. The Celtics this year, Thompson on the bench, had those 3 early fouls. Played sparingly in the first half. Green with a nice ball fake on Durant. Got him in the air and made it count. Karis LeVert. Stare down 3 over Tice, no good. Allen with great hustle for the offensive board. Kyrie from deep. Got it. And Brooklyn up by 8. LeVert with 6 on the shot clock. And Durant, he's the medicine man. He makes the hurt go away. Tatum trying to keep it alive, and here's Irving and Durant and LeVert on the break. Kyrie off glass, good.
You got to get a timeout here. It's getting away, and Brad Stevens going to use one.
Tatum wearing the microphone for us today, along with Dinwiddie. Tatum with that last bucket. Karis LeVert took it all the way to the basket for the layup. Kevin Durant has 16 in the quarter. Irving has 7. Allen, good contest, but Tatum. Points are going to be tough to come by without Tatum and Brown on the floor at the same time. Irving with a nice step through off glass and a feathery touch. Teague's been able to score here early in the season and in the preseason for the Celtics. Pritchard into the paint and a nice floater.
You know, LeVert and all those guys are sitting on the other side of the court, so it's a tough team to play against and a tough team to double. KD's a good passer out of it. So give him a lot of credit.
And you told us earlier today that transition D was a big point of contention for you. How do you feel about it after 3 quarters?
Wonderful sentiments expressed by Brad Stevens, part of the Celtics family, the Heinsons and the Joneses. When I'm on my league pass, I love listening to Tommy Heinsohn.
And how about this? Okay.
I love Walters too. I'm going to miss those. Guarded by Tatum. Karis LeVert, good playmaking, finds Shamet for 3.
So let me give you back-to-back buckets and a pass.
16 in the period. LeVert lost the handle. And back comes Marcus Smart. Nice bounce pass inside. Brown with the backdoor layup. I know talent trumps a lot of things in the NBA, Doris Burke, but there's a lot of talent on this roster when you look at guys who really could be considered all-stars like LeVert. Brown takes the handoff from Thompson. Good patience by Jaylen Brown and finish at the rim.
Says, I could not be LeBron, but I loved watching LeBron.
Right. Irving from deep hits the 3. Kyrie Irving with a great moment after their last game as Durant glides in for the reverse layup. Their chemistry experiment really has a head start. Kyrie got all the way to the cup again as Nash has had pre-existing relationships with both Kevin Durant. For Kyrie, KD, good defense that time by Smart with the rip. Cross court to Brown on the layup and got the lefty to go. Nesmith, the rookie, switches out onto Kyrie. School time. Ring the bell. School's in for Irving. And Brown with the miss. Irving in a rush. The dime drop to Dinwiddie. And another easy bucket in transition for Brooklyn. He's got 8. Tatum to the basket, gets the layup. A good moment inside that Brooklyn locker room after they beat Golden State. Kyrie Irving, who launches another 3 here and connects another 3.
And he's competed on the defensive end.
And Doris, he's paid too.
That's right. Makes life a little easier.
Hey, you know what NBA stands for, never broke again. Bruce Brown in the ball game, erstwhile to the Pistons, along with Perry, the rookie. Nice drive by Luau Cabarro. Can you send me a plate when you're all done if there's anything left?
You got a flight to catch.
Lamb, you got those Epicurean tastes. I love that. Tyler Johnson knocks down the 3 as the beat goes on for Brooklyn.